Hello and welcome to another episode of Wes Talks. In this video, I'll be talking about the 10 best games I played in 2015. Now, you might notice that I said 10 best games I played, not necessarily all the games that came out in 2015 that I liked. The reason being is not enough games came out in 2015 that I really enjoyed. It was kind of a slow year for me. You know, I got my new Nintendo 3DS XL, I got a cool new Vita and all that entails, but I don't know, not a whole lot came out in 2015 that I want to talk about. But I'll go ahead and tell you about what I've actually played, like a lot of people are doing, because I guess 2015 wasn't that great for most people. So anyway, I will be going in reverse order from 10 to 1, as people are, tending to do for these top 10 lists. And I'll give a brief comment on each one and talk about it, but I'm kind of going off without any notes whatsoever, just my list. So this could be really interesting. Or it could be really boring. I don't know. So let's go ahead and start. Coming in at number 10 is Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, which I played on the PlayStation Vita. Now, this was a weird little game, I admit. You know, all the main characters and stuff. Well, all the main... It's complicated. Basing the game industry and kind of personifying it into anime girls, it's kind of weird. I will totally admit that. It's a weird game. But it has some fun combat and some cool customization and some pretty funny jokes. And as a nerd, I gotta kind of figure out what that is. Yeah, it gets kind of weird and fan servicey at points, which really isn't my jam, but it's a fun game, and you can ignore those parts that you don't really like that. I mean, you can ignore those pretty easily, so it's fun. Maybe I'll check out the other ones. I don't know yet. I have to see how this one finishes, but I did put quite a few hours into it so far, so hey, could be awesome. I don't know. Maybe it has the best endgame ever. But it's coming in at number 10 because it's good, but not my favorite thing in the world. Coming in at number 9 is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Now, admittedly, I have not put as many hours into this as I actually put into Neptunia, but I find it to be a more fun game. Lots more customization. It's fun to just go and hunt these cool monsters. They have such varied monster designs. They're all really cool looking. Realistic in some ways. And being able to just have your hunter and you're going to find these monsters. It's fun. I mean, it's kind of a niche series and it's not really popular in America, but I've enjoyed it so far and I'm looking forward to putting more hours into it when I actually have time to sit down and do it. So that's my number 9. Coming in at number 8 is Puzzles and Dragons Z plus Super Mario Bros. Edition, which is for the Nintendo 3DS, which is fun, and I've put quite a few hours into it. It can be challenging at times, though, especially that Super Mario Bros. Edition. I was shocked by how many times I lost, but I like the world map on the Super Mario Bros. Edition, and I like being able to just walk around mostly freely in the Z version. It's a mobile game, kind of, sort of, but it's fun, being able to see all those cool monster designs they came up with. I want to. I mean, I must be all about monster designs because that's what I've been talking about, primarily. And then just matching up the fire, the water, the leaf, light, dark energies, match 3, match 5, whatever you want to call it kind of game. It's definitely a mobile game. You could totally see that, but I enjoyed it. And I would actually recommend it to people if you really want a challenge. This is a challenging mobile title. So yeah, that's my number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Splatoon. This was fun. This game, oh my goodness. This got me back into shooters. I had fallen off of shooters for ever. They're just not that fun to me anymore. Obviously I played GoldenEye 007 back in the day and Halo when it came out, but Splatoon, wow. Such interesting ideas. The aesthetics are fantastic with all the paint, with all of the, Japanese pop culture-y stuff that's not really emphasized that much in America, if that makes any sense. It was just really cool. Oh man. As a cross-cultural major, really, that's what my degree's in. That's what I've studied, just the little cultural elements that you saw from modern day Japan. there's not much to say about it. The controls are great. I'm complete motion controls now. I turned those off at the beginning because I was like, oh no, dual sticks. Gotta do that. But man, those motion controls got really good. And just being like 3-minute matches, that's all you had to do. The commitment was low. You got something even if you lost, and it was always fun. Like right at the end when the cat is telling you, oh man, who won? Boom, this team. And the music is addicting. Wow, you just have those themes going through your head all day long while you're doing stuff. So that would definitely be my number 7. Great game. Maybe it should be higher on this list. I don't know. But I haven't really picked it up recently, and I know it's been continually updated, so I'm just going to wait a little bit longer before I really get back into it. So that's Splatoon, number 7. Number 6 is Pokemon Rumble World. Now I know. It's one of those free-to-play cash grabs that people talk about. Oh no, Pokemon Rumble World. But it's not. I mean, I never really played any of those Pokemon Rumble games at all. I have a Piplup for the Wii U version, but I never got it. I never played any of the other ones that came out, so it was completely new to me. So yeah, they probably reused a lot of assets, but darn, it was fun. It was fun to just go to the different areas, and you fight all these big hordes of Pokemon, and you get them as part of your team, and some Pokemon are better than others, and you got all these passwords, and you get these crystal gem thingies that unlock new hot air balloons. I enjoyed it. That's the big theme on my list. It's just fun. These games are fun to play. So that's number 6, Pokemon Rumble World. So number 5 should be pretty easy to guess. It is Pokemon Shuffle. Again, another mobile-esque game, which did become a mobile game, admittedly, and it's free to play, but oh my goodness, Shuffle was just so fun. I saw that presentation, I think it was in 2014, like, I don't know, this looks like a weird game. Or maybe it was early February? I don't remember. It was probably this year when you saw it during that Nintendo Direct, and it's kind of like, it looks meh. I'll try it out. But I did not foresee how addicted I would get to that game. I played it probably 20 to 30 minutes every morning, and I was so happy that I street passed people around my area because I would get like 3 street passes a day just for that game. It gave me all these cool jewels that I could, continue to play with, and it was fun. Match 3, match 5, but with all those cool abilities that the Pokemon had, especially Kangaskhan. I love Kangaskhan in that game. Oh, so fun. So I know that it lives on in mobile and that it's still here. I mean, I can still play it. I haven't played it very much lately, but I definitely want to pick it up again. It's one of those that I just really feel, yeah, this deserves my time. This is a great game. So that's number 5. Number 4 is Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS. Now again, much to my shame, I have not yet finished this game, but I've put in a couple dozen hours, so I feel prepared to talk about it in the sense of I actually kind of know what the game's about. I haven't unlocked all of the different battle features, and I'm not terribly good at it because it's a hard game for me. But just the size of the world that you can visit, that they put all of that on a portable console, that's amazing. This was the reason I basically upgraded to the new Nintendo 3DS. I had the Wii version before I sold it, which some people will say that makes me a heretic right there. But I never played the Wii version. I just didn't have time to sit down for this big, giant RPG. I have to just be looking at the TV the whole time, putting it on a portable, putting it on this little thing that's in my hand right now. Yeah, portable. That is the perfect thing, because I can play that anywhere I go. Any commutes, any travels I do, that's how I could play it. And the characters are instantly likable. I love the British voice acting. I love that British English. It's perfect. Oh, man. I just can't stop thinking about how fun that game is. I haven't finished it yet. I'm well into Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is not on this list because I've only put like 3 hours into that game, so I'm not really, well, maybe 4 hours at this point. I don't know. So I'm not really prepared to talk about it, but this one, so fun. Oh man, this is one of those things where I could just lounge around and play it and, just go around, do some grinding, Gower Plains music just going through my head. Yeah, sometimes I didn't even want to listen to a podcast or anything while I was playing it because the music was just so good. So yeah, that's number 4, Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS. Coming in at number 3 is Persona 4, Dancing All Night. Yes, yes, yes. Rhythm games mixed with an RPG. Put that together. Boom, I am there. And it continued the amazing Persona 4 story that I also learned about this year. It was such a great game. It really got me into the music more because I played the Persona 4 Golden primarily while listening to podcasts on walks. That's kind of how I just played through it. I wanted to be doing other things at the same time, so I wasn't able to get all the music and voice acting, but playing through this game where you had to listen to the music, wow, oh man, that music is so good. So good. I mean, Signs of Love, what a fantastic song. Specialist, that first song that you do, that gets you pumped up. You are like, I am ready. Let's do this. I'm set. Heartbreak, Heartbeat. The one with heartbeats in it, that one's great. It got me back into the, what was that song? Pursuing Your True Self, I think? Yeah. Pursuing Your True Self, that song. Oh, man. I mean, I remember listening to that on the old Persona 4 CD. And just like, wow, this is amazing. I want to play this game. I had it for a while. I just didn't get into it because, again, it's on a console. I prefer my things on a portable. And Persona 4 Dancing All Night just helped me appreciate that music so much more. So that is definitely number 3 on the Vita, Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Number 2 is most definitely Super Mario Maker. I have spent so many hours just sitting there creating levels, playing other levels, playing really challenging levels, hanging out with friends and playing their levels, playing super devious levels that my wife's put together, and I just like, oh my goodness, there's just no way to pass this one. But it's so fun. I mean, they've updated it in the last month or so, and I haven't really played the updates, but just that initial set that they did for you. Going through Super Mario Bros. 1, going through Super Mario World, going through Super Mario Bros. 3, going through the new Super Mario Bros. Things. I mean, they give you all these different little palettes at different times and let you unlock things over time as you use them. And I thought that was a great idea. I didn't have a problem with the, 9 days of unlocking that you could do. And I did a little slower because I didn't play it every day. But wow, just sitting there on the gamepad with the touchscreen, making intricate little levels, hiding the screen so my wife couldn't see it so that she could play a really cool level and her doing the same. It was such a great bonding game. It was fun. It was challenging to play all those expert stages, and I wasn't super excited about it when they first announced it back at E3 2014, but oh my goodness, during the Nintendo World Championships, seeing those expert players, maybe not experts, but seeing those cool players on stage play those amazing levels, seeing the Game Center CX guy put together those levels or have those levels put together. I can't remember who played them, but just seeing all that footage, it was like, what can you do with these elements that we are so familiar with? That's what you can do. There's still things missing, the slopes and all that. That'd be cool and all, but really and truly, this game is so fun. It's just condensed fun into my face. Boom. That's how it is. So that is most definitely number 2. So you might be wondering, well, you have so much to say about Super Mario Maker. How's that not the number 1 game? Well, my number 1 game is something that I have not yet covered on the channel. And it will be one that I will cover at some point in the future. But my number 1 game is Persona 4 Golden for the PlayStation Vita. I talked a lot about it with my Persona 4 Dancing All Night section that I did in this video, and it's touched upon in some of my other videos when I'm playing through other games and all that, but I can't even begin to describe how amazing this game is. One, the soundtrack, the parts that I did listen to, fantastic. I have that soundtrack on my iPhone. I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I listen to it on my commutes. Wow. The characters, they're so, it's like you're meeting them for the first time, and you get to know them so much throughout the course of the game. Yosuke is awesome. Kanji, awesome. Rise, amazing. Nanako. Wow. Dojima. Hard-boiled detective. Great stuff. These character interactions, they sound so amazing. Like, it's so organic, the way you slowly meet these people over time and get to know them through the social links, which is an aspect that every JRPG should have at this point. All those social links and developing relationships and stuff. So, I am running out of words to say about that game. The story, it was genuinely a mystery to me. Nobody had spoiled it to me. I had no idea how the story would turn out. And when I found out, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? That's what's happening? I am so intrigued by this. It was not spoiled for me. And because of that, I enjoyed that game so much. I was like, who could this possibly be? What is going on here? I don't even know where to go from this. And then when they wrap it all up at the end for that like last 10 hours that you play, it's like, wow. They crafted such a beautiful game. It's like tears. Yeah, so that's definitely my number one game that I played this year. It didn't come out this year. No, but this is what I played this year, and I spent like 2 months, I think. That's basically the only game I played before Super Mario Maker came out. So that's my 10 best games I played in 2015. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to talk about any of these games in more depth, please let me know. If you want to share the 10 best games that you played in 2015, let me know. I'd love to see it or hear it or however you present it to me. If you have a problem with my list, okay, that's fine. We can disagree. If you want to agree with anything I said, great. If you want to talk about Persona 4 Golden, yes, I will talk about that with anybody ever in my life. So yeah, that's my video. 10 best games I played in 2015. Join me later on, and I'll be sharing the 10 most anticipated games coming out in 2016 that I'm waiting for. Yeah, and go play Persona 4 Golden and Super Mario Maker. Those two games, so good. So until next time, stay average. Goodbye.